Did Papoose write these bars? I'm just asking. I gotta ask.
First of all, I want to say something, right?
Go ahead.
Pap writes way better than that. Y'all gotta give him more credit.
But still,
he's a wordsmith. He's gonna make me say words that I don't even know how to spell.
But look, congratulations, Win Records, Claressa the Shields. Let's go, baby. $8
Okay, now we have the man of the hour, my man Papoose. Baby, rate the food 1 through 10.
Listen, man, this food is amazing. The way you seasoned it,
Okay.
it was cooked perfectly.
Period.
Thank you, man. I need another pig.
You okay?
Yeah, great job.
But what 1 through 10?
I already told you it was an 11.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Place, I'm assuming a place of hurt to a place of joy. So quickly.
I didn't. It just happened, bro.
Okay.
I didn't plan it.
Okay.
Or nothing, man. It just happened at a, you know what I'm saying, a dark time in my life, to be honest, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know, I don't got nothing bad to say, man. I wish her the best.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But you know, I moved on and man, she came in my life, bro, and just like definitely, man, one of the best things that ever happened to me.
Hey, toast it up, boo boo. I didn't get toasted up. Hey man, should drink a mimosa in a little while now.
That's what you just the carry.
They're separated. She got somebody too. Like, don't act like it's just over here. Like, she's happy. We're happy. And
Would you stop singing, fool? Come on, she's bringing me. He said, I got him at the beginning, don't worry. Let me try.
Once upon a time, Claressa Shields' name meant one thing: dominance. Not drama, not headlines, just fists. She didn't come up the easy way. She came from nothing, fought through everything, and built a legacy brick by brick: Olympic gold medals, world titles stacked on top of each other, and a reputation earned the hard way. For years, her story inspired people. When Claressa Shields trended, it was because she had beaten another opponent into silence. But somewhere along the way, that changed. Now, when her name pops up, it's rarely about the ring. It's about copying, about relationships, about flashy money moments, awkward interviews, and a holiday season that revealed more than she likely intended. No one questions whether Claressa can fight. Everyone knows she can. The real question people are asking now is whether she still knows who she is. And this didn't start with Papoose. The tension began earlier, when Claressa publicly claimed that Laila Ali wasn't there for her during her rise. That statement landed heavy. Laila Ali isn't just another former fighter. She represents legacy, respect, and boxing history itself. So when Claressa suggested that support was missing, people listened. Then Laila responded. No emotion. No yelling. No insults. Just receipts. Photos. Dates. Messages. Clear proof showing she had been present, supportive, and consistent all along. Calm. Direct. Undeniable. And in that moment, the energy shifted. The conversation stopped being about support and became about credibility. Once that doubt crept in, everything Claressa did afterward was examined under a microscope. This was the same lithium Brittany revealed in court, the drug her own family forced on her in massive doses so they could later use her behavior against her and tighten their control. Not long after, critics began to notice something else. Claressa appeared to be mirroring the very approach that had embarrassed her, posting in similar styles, framing narratives the same way, trying to recreate the control Laila had displayed, but without the same effect. Instead of reclaiming the moment, it made her look reactive, like someone scrambling to regain balance after slipping in public. And then came the Remy Ma connection. Once Claressa Shields' relationship with Papoose became public, the story took another turn. Old details resurfaced, claims that Claressa had been privately messaging Remy Ma long before anything was out in the open, asking about fashion, about beauty routines, about how to present herself. On its own, that wouldn't have meant much. Women seek advice from other women all the time. But context changes everything. When Claressa later went public with Remy's husband, those messages stopped looking harmless. What once felt friendly suddenly felt uncomfortable. And for a lot of people, that's where the copycat narrative truly took off. The same confidence-heavy tone, similar presentation, similar posturing. Only this time, it didn't feel like inspiration. It felt like replacement. And here's the part no spin can fix. Papoose was still married. No matter how many times divorce gets mentioned, no matter how carefully people phrase it, the paperwork wasn't done. That matters legally and publicly. The moment Claressa stepped into that situation, her image shifted overnight. She wasn't just a champion anymore. In the eyes of many, she became the other woman. And that label sticks, especially when the wife stays silent and lets the public speak for her. Then came the Breakfast Club interview, the moment a lot of people now point to as the turning point. The interview wasn't about Claressa. It was supposed to be about Papoose, his music, his album, his career. She wasn't the focus. She wasn't even meant to be part of the conversation in that way. But the second Remy Ma's name came up, everything changed. Cameras caught it instantly. Claressa's face in the background. The tension. The shift. Before Papoose could even finish answering, Claressa inserted herself into the discussion. These weren't her questions to answer. They were about a marriage she was not part of. Yet, she spoke with certainty, confidence that bordered on gloating. Talking about wins. Talking about status. Talking about how she doesn't do number two. But the truth is simple. If a man is still married, there is no number one position available. Papoose seemed to realize in real time that the moment was going left. And he shut it down. Not softly. Not politely. He cut her off, redirected the conversation, and made it clear he wasn't allowing that space to turn into a public flex or an attack on his wife. What followed said everything. Claressa didn't argue. She didn't interrupt again. Her silence spoke louder than words. Her face told the story, frustration, embarrassment, and realization colliding all at once. After that interview, the energy changed. When Christmas came around, Papoose posted family moments. Smiling, comfortable, grounded. Claressa, meanwhile, posted workout clips, aggressive ones. Hitting bags hard. Talking about how it didn't even feel like Christmas. That kind of post doesn't come from joy. It comes from displacement. From feeling left out without admitting it. Then came the Louis Vuitton saga. Claressa filmed herself inside the store, spending heavy money. Reports claimed over $70,000. Cash out. Bags displayed. Everything visible. The timing wasn't subtle. Papoose had just posted luxury fashion of his own, quiet drip, scarves, effortless confidence. Claressa's response felt louder, almost defensive. Like she was saying, I can do more. A day later, she posted again, this time showing Louis Vuitton gifts allegedly from Papoose. Big travel bags. Matching sets. The message was clear. He showed up, he stayed, he didn't forget her. But the internet didn't buy it. People remembered the shopping video. The timing. The receipts. And once that doubt set in, it spread fast. Because when your image shifts from disciplined champion to someone constantly trying to prove position, every move stops looking like confidence and starts looking like insecurity. And that's the real tragedy here. Claressa Shields never lost her skill. She never lost her power. What she's been losing, piece by piece, is control of her narrative. That's when the gifts stopped looking romantic and started looking strategic. Less about love, more about damage control. A way to patch a public image crack with luxury branding. Whether Papoose actually bought them or not almost stopped mattering. The optics were already locked in. And that's when the conversation shifted. People stopped gossiping and started analyzing. Not the relationship, but Claressa herself. Words like imposter syndrome began surfacing. The way she constantly talks about herself. Declaring greatness instead of letting it speak. Repeating the title. Posting mirror videos. Praising her own body. Responding to every critique, every comment, every slight. None of that erases her accomplishments. Her resume is untouchable. But it does raise questions. Because truly confident people don't need daily reminders of who they are. Then the anger started showing. Public challenges. Calling people out to fight her for money. Offering payouts just to get in the ring. That doesn't sound like peace. That sounds like pressure. Like energy bottled up with nowhere clean to go. Fighting has always been her outlet, but this frustration wasn't coming from boxing. It was coming from identity. Claressa has been praised her entire life for what she does, not always for who she is. When fighting is the only place you feel solid, anything that threatens that sense of self hits harder. Relationships do that, especially unstable ones. Especially when the man involved carries unresolved baggage. That's why so many people say they don't hate Claressa. They hate what she's doing. There's a difference. People still respect her climb. They still respect the belts, the discipline, the work ethic. What they don't respect is tearing down other women, stepping into messy situations, then acting shocked when the public responds. Accountability feels like hate when you're not ready to face it. Claressa talks about faith often, about blessings, gratitude, purpose. But belief isn't just spoken. It shows up in choices, in restraint, in knowing when to walk away from situations that shrink you instead of build you. A relationship that constantly puts you in defense mode isn't alignment. It's distraction. Right now, Papoose isn't adding to her story. He's clouding it. And instead of headlines about dominance, discipline, and legacy, Claressa Shields keeps finding herself trending for everything except the ring. Now, when people talk about Claressa Shields, they talk about drama. Instead of fight highlights, they replay interviews and Instagram clips. Instead of medals, the conversation shifts to marriages. That kind of change doesn't happen overnight. It happens when focus drifts slowly, quietly, until one day the narrative feels unfamiliar. Claressa Shields didn't work this hard to be remembered like this. She doesn't need to prove she belongs. Her career already did that. She doesn't need to compete with other women outside the ring. She already beat enough of them inside it. And she definitely doesn't need a married man to validate her worth. The real danger isn't public opinion. It's losing herself while chasing it. At some point, she has to decide which story she wants told when people say her name. The fighter who changed the game, or the champion who let noise drown out her purpose. That choice hasn't been taken from her yet. It's still hers. Now I want to hear from you. Is Claressa reacting to pressure, or is she losing sight of who she really is? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this.